Let me ask you something. How many times have you promised yourself, this is the last time, I won't do it again, and then found yourself doing the exact same bad habit just hours later? You delete the app, then you reinstall it again, and you throw away the cigarettes, then buy another pack of cigarettes, and you say, I'll just check Instagram for 5 minutes, and suddenly it's 2 hours later. Sounds familiar? And here's the truth. Bad habits are not a sign of weakness. They're a loop your brain keeps repeating over and over again. And unless you break that loop the right way, you'll always feel stuck. But in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to break any bad habit or addiction, not with quick fixes, but with proven strategies backed by psychology and with real-life experience. And trust me, if you stay till the end, you'll walk away with a practical roadmap that can change your life. So let's start with this. Why are bad habits so hard to quit? Because your brain is wired for comfort, not a growth. Think about it. When you're stressed, bored, or lonely, your brain craves something that gives quick relief, like a smoking, scrolling, drinking, or binge eating, or endless gaming. They all trigger the dopamine, a feel-good chemical. It feels good now, but then the guilt kicks in later. Because your brain doesn't care about the guilt, it only remembers the pleasure. That's why the habit loop repeats. Every habit follows the same cycle. First, there's the cue, then the craving. Next comes to the routine, and finally, the reward. That's the cycle. And until you break one part of this cycle, you'll keep falling into the same trap. So how do we break it? Let's dive in. Step 1. Awareness is power. Most people try to fight their bad habits with willpower. They say, I'll just stop. But willpower is like a phone battery. It runs out fast. So instead, the first step is awareness. Start noticing when and why you do your bad habit. Is it stress? Or is it boredom? Or is it loneliness? Or is it a certain time of day? Example, I used to check my phone the moment I woke up, not because I cared about notifications, because I felt anxious about starting the day. My brain wanted comfort before facing reality. So I didn't just ask, how do I stop scrolling? I asked, what feeling am I trying to escape? Here's an exercise. For the next 7 days, every time you do your bad habit, write it down. What triggered it? And what time? And how did you feel before and after? You'll start to see the patterns. And once you see the pattern, you can break it easily. Step 2. Replace, don't just remove it. Here's the mistake most people make. They try to quit cold turkey, throw away the cigarettes, delete the app, or uninstall the game. But they forget one thing. You can't just remove a habit. You need to replace it. Why? Because habits are your brain's way of solving a problem. Remove the solution and the problem remains. So instead of saying, I won't do this, ask, what can I do instead? Example, if you smoke when stressed, replace it with deep breathing, a quick walk, or even chewing gum. If you scroll social media when bored, replace it with reading a short article or calling a friend. If you binge eat at night, replace the chips with healthier snacks, or replace eating with journaling your emotions. The key is to give your brain a new reward, something healthier that still gives relief. Because remember, your brain hates a vacuum. If you just remove the habit without replacing it, another bad one will sneak in. Step 3. Change your environment. Tell me if this sounds familiar. You swear you'll eat healthy, but there's a pack of cookies in your kitchen. You promise to stop scrolling, but your phone is right next to your bed. See the problem? Your environment shapes your habits more than your motivation does. So here's the trick. Make bad habits so harder, and good habits are easier. Want to stop snacking? Don't keep junk food in the house. Keep fruits where you can see them. Or want to stop endless scrolling? Charge your phone in another room at night. Or want to quit smoking? Don't hang out in the same spots where you used to smoke. This isn't about discipline. It's about a design. If you design your environment for success, you won't have to fight temptation every second. Step 4. The power of small wins. Here's another mistake people make. They aim too big and too fast. I'll quit forever. I'll never touch it again. I'll wake up at 5 a.m. every day from now on. Sounds good, until the reality hits. So instead, focus on small wins. Don't say, I'll never drink soda again. Say, today I'll replace one soda with water. Don't say, I'll quit scrolling forever. Say, I'll stay off my phone for the first 10 minutes after waking up. Why small wins? Because success builds momentum. Every time you win, your brain gets a dopamine hit. That's how you retrain your brain to enjoy the new habit. And remember, consistency beats intensity. Step 5. Accountability and support. Here's something powerful. We don't rise to the level of our goals. We fall to the level of our systems. And one of the strongest systems is accountability. Tell a friend, join a support group, share your progress online, or use apps that track your streaks. Why does this work? Because your brain doesn't want to feel the pain of letting others down. That social pressure actually keeps you going when motivation fades. So, when I quit a bad habit, I had an accountability partner. Every time I slipped, I had to confess to her about my mistake. And trust me, that alone made me think twice before giving in. Step 6. Forgive yourself, but don't quit. Now, let's be real. You might be slip or fail in this process, because everyone does. But here's the difference between people who break habits and those who stay stuck in the same bad habits for years. One cigarette doesn't mean you're a smoker again, or one scroll binge doesn't mean you're addicted again, or one mistake is not failure, it's feedback. So, when you make a mistake, don't blame yourself. Just ask yourself, why did I slip? And what triggered it? And how can I adjust my system next time? So, forgive yourself and keep going, because the only way to truly fail is to give up completely. And finally, here's the most important step. Find your deeper why. If you're only quitting because you should, it won't last. But if you connect it to something meaningful, it becomes powerful. Quit smoking not just for health, but so you can live longer for your kids. And stop wasting time online, not just for productivity, but to build the life you dream of. And also, break free from addiction, not just to survive, but for freedom. The freedom to live life on your own terms. And your why is your anchor. Every time the temptation comes, just remind yourself, my future is more important than this moment. So finally, breaking bad habits isn't about being perfect. It's about progress. Step by step and day by day, you are becoming the person you want to be. If this video helped you, even with one small step to quit your bad habits, then please do me a favor. Hit the like button and subscribe for more life-changing content, and share this with someone you care about, because you never know. This might be the message that helps them break free too. And remember this, your habits create your future, and today you have the power to choose a better one.